Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rebel Racing Network and the National Outlaw Racing Association ARCA series. I am your commentator tonight, Austin Householder, and we are coming to you live from Kentucky Motor Speedway, a 1.5 mile oval located in Sparta, Kentucky, where these drivers are going to compete for 150 laps. Now, before we start tonight's show, I would just like to give a special thank you to everyone who followed us on Facebook and helped us reach our goal of 100 followers. And we are live tonight on Facebook as well as YouTube. And another thank you to everyone who has voted in the fan vote Dash for Cash for the ARCA Cup Series. Once again, we have entered the drivers that you have name dropped in the chat into a poll where the top 3 will be taken for a chance to compete for a $50 pot in the championship race of the Cup Series. Once again, this is going to be the round of 8 for our ARCA series. I'm going to pull up our official bracket here. And our official round of 8 consists of Dave Nall. He won last week at Talladega. Vincent Isabella, Jonathan Wiley, Cody Sanderson, Preston Shepard, Sean Merriman, Aaron Yancey, and Joseph Truskowski, all making the round of 8. But only 4 can move on to the round of 4 and our championship race next week at Homestead. What is going on, Joseph Benson? See you enter in the chat. But we have an exciting one for you tonight, guys. And look who is atop our leaderboard right now. Seth LaCroix, a part-time ARCA driver, full-time Cup Series driver, setting the time to beat here tonight. A little look at our weather tonight. It is partly cloudy out, a nice 79 degrees out, but that track temperature is a little high at 87 degrees. But it is later in the day, and we are expecting that track temperature to drop as the evening goes on. The rules for tonight's event, these drivers are going to be given 3 sets of tires, 66% fuel, and 1 quick repair to complete the race. Robbie Good talking about the rumor mill of Cup driver moves. Honestly, Robbie, I'm guessing you were talking about NASCAR here. I have actually not had a chance to follow the whole rumor mill between flight school and broadcasting these races. But one hot take that I think I agree with, though, is Alex Bowman probably going to be out of Hendrick here in the near future. Oh, in the NORA series, so I am not aware of any driver moves from the NORA series. I'm gonna have to check with some sources on that. I I am aware that I'm sorry, that Thomas Adams has made the move to the Cup Series and will be competing in the Cup Series full time next season. But I have not been focused on any driver moves. I've been focused on the drama on track. With the 42 of Joseph Truskowski and the 98 of Aaron Yancey, both of those drivers in the last couple of weeks have had some run-ins on track. Aaron Yancey causing a major stir in the group chat on Discord with his move to make the playoffs, and he is still in championship contention, competing in our round of 8 tonight. And then there is that 42 of Joseph Truskowski. He is very competitive, but last night in the Cup Series, we saw him and Seth LaCroix get together, and the LaCroix fans were not happy with him. I was not aware of the of anything going on with Jamie Dunning. Okay, making moves with the veteran racing team in the Cup Series. I was not aware of that. I have noticed Seth LaCroix and that veteran racing team working well with a couple of other drivers. I was not aware that there was going to be some team changes coming up. Joseph's saying they're trying to become Redline. That is something I'm going to have to stay updated on, and I will get you an update on all the moves for the championship race here in the ARCA Series and the Cup Series. The Keystone Motorsports full team announcement is coming soon. We will stay tuned for that, Robbie. And a veteran racing team, or veteran racing ARCA Series team would be interesting as well, Joseph. And if you're interested in taking the veteran racing to the late model series, I'd be happy to throw my hat into the ring, as I am competing part-time in the Outlaw late model series here with NORA. Taking a look at the 4 of Joseph Truskowski now, sitting in 4th on the leaderboard 4 times. His best time was 30.56, about a tenth of a second off of leader Seth LaCroix. LaCroix, the only car to break the 30.40s. This practice is winding down. We are going to move on to qualifying here. Joseph Truskowski is looking to get that car dialed in. He has now moved up the leaderboard a little bit faster than Cody Sanderson in this run. Still no one quite as fast as that 29 of Seth LaCroix. Joseph saying he and Seth are very fast here. Are we going to see you on top of the pit box later on here, Joseph? And I think Seth will be one to watch here, definitely in the Cup Series. I think his odds of making it to the championship 4 are pretty good. He's currently sitting in 3rd in the Cup Series. Christopher Foote took the lead with that win last night. Jonathan Dominics in 2nd. Seth LaCroix in 3rd. Joshua Edmonds in 4th. Jamie Lee Dunning in 5th. Joseph Truskowski in 6th. Terrell Wheeler in 7th. And Tyler Street rounding out your group of 8 in the Cup Series. We will definitely be keeping an eye on Seth LaCroix in the Cup Series, and he is getting some practice in here tonight in the ARCA car. Currently looking at the 98 of Aaron Yancey on track qualifying. But look who just topped our leaderboard, Joseph Truskowski, in that 42 machine with a time of 30.47, 2/10 faster than anyone else so far. His second lap not quite as fast. But look out, Vincent Isabella taking the track now for his qualifying run in that 79 car. Yancey Motorsports isn't here to play. Look at it. Terrell Wheeler just finishing up his qualifying run. Not the run he was looking to have. We are still waiting for the 29 of Seth LaCroix to take the track. Tanner Witt currently on track. Time good enough to take 6th there. As time is winding down and these drivers finish up their qualifying runs, we are going to head down trackside for our opening ceremonies. Presented by URA Flyovers. At this time, please stand as you are able, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Marine Corps Band performs our national anthem. All right, and a big thank you to URA Flyovers for those opening ceremonies. Guys, make sure you go check them out on Facebook as well. If you are a league owner or a broadcaster looking to take your broadcast to the next level and bring a level of customization to your opening ceremonies, shoot them a message. The qualifying runs are now complete. We are going to run through our official grid here. Taking the pole tonight will be Joseph Truskowski in the 42 car. Vincent Isabella going to roll off second just to the outside of Joseph Truskowski. Isabella driving the 79 car. In third place, we have the 5 of Cody Sanderson. Rolling off fourth will be the 36 of Bruce Lee Weaver. Sean Merriman will roll off fifth in the 18 machine. Jonathan Wiley will start 6th in the 4 car. Preston Shepard will be rolling off 7th in the 52 machine. Tanner Witt will start 8th in the 16 machine. Starting 9th will be Dave Nall in the 21 car. Sorry, Dave. In 10th, we have Steven Linger in the 91 machine. And 11th will be Dave Stinson in the 83 car. Alan Martin will roll off 12th in the 15 machine. In 13th, we have Chris Jones driving the 33 machine. Aaron Yancey will roll off 14th in the 98 machine. Starting 15th will be Brandon McGraw in the 00. Terrell Wheeler will start 16th in the 43 car. In 17th, we have Thomas Adams in the 64 car. And rounding out your field in 18th will be Seth LaCroix in the 29. LaCroix opting to not qualify here. A bold choice for that 29 car. as the cars take the track for their parade lap. I think the battle is going to be right up front here between Joseph Truskowski and Vincent Isabella. They've gotten together before. They are both racing for a championship, and I am not expecting either one of them to cut the other any slack, even early on here in this 150 lap race. They enter turns 3 and 4. They are pulling those belts tight, getting ready to go here, waiting for that pace car to dive off the track. Joseph Truskowski leading them to the green flag. Early lead, but Cody Sanderson is coming hard. He has made his way around that 79 of Vincent Isabella, already looking to close that gap. Bruce Lee Weaver also made his way around Vincent Isabella. Isabella stuck up on that high side. Sean Merriman now to his inside. And Joseph Truskowski getting passed by Cody Sanderson there. Joseph Truskowski shooting across the track. Vincent Isabella go around him. Joseph Truskowski, some major problems for that 42 machine. I am not sure what happened here with that 42 machine, but we are going to try and figure it out for you guys. It's Cody Sanderson now your race leader, Vincent Isabella in second, Bruce Lee Weaver in third, Sean Merriman in fourth, and Jonathan Wiley rounding out your top 5. Top 2 are pulling away. We were still trying to figure out what happened there with the 42 of Joseph Truskowski. He is down a lap. Back out on track, though. I'm going to take you back real quick. Take a look. See what happened with that 42 car. Trying to back it up even further to see what happened. Cody Sanderson flying by the 42 of Joseph Truskowski. Doesn't look like any contact with the wall for that 42 car. He just lit up the racetrack there, allowing Cody Sanderson to get underneath. Diving down to the inside like he already knows he's going to go to pit. Lee LaCroix saying it's karma. I don't know if karma had anything to do with that. We're back live here. Cody Sanderson still leading the pack. Vincent Isabella in second. Jonathan Wiley making his way up to third. Sean Merriman in fourth. Bruce Lee Weaver back there in fifth. Wiley is coming hard. He is now caught up to the 79 of Vincent Isabella. That 4 car on the move here. That would be a rough way to start the race, your crew forgetting to put fuel in the race car. Going back, taking a look at the 29 of Seth LaCroix. Now up to 12th. He is climbing his way through the pack after having to start in the rear. Going back, taking a look at that 42 of Joseph Truskowski. He is back out on track, only one lap down. So even with that that early race trouble there, he is not out of this one. All he needs is one caution, and he's back there on the lead lap. Going back to the top three, they have pulled away from the rest of the pack, but cannot seem to pull away from each other here. Vincent Isabella trying to make his way up to the lead. Once again, these guys are, these top three, they are all playoff drivers competing for a spot in that championship four. Vincent Isabella now getting a nose to the inside of the 5 of Cody Sanderson. Not quite there yet. Now Isabella's going to try the outside line. A good, very good run into turn 3 there for that 79 car. Looking further back in the pack, Dave Stinson has now made his way up into the top 5, cracking the top 5 for the first time tonight for that 83 car. Go right back to the battle for the lead. Vincent Isabella still trying that high line. Jonathan Wiley able to drive up to Isabella now, though. Isabella getting aggressive on that low side again. Trying to make that car stick. And we've got a 3-wide battle for the lead now. Jonathan Wiley diving to the inside now. Sanderson stuck up top all by himself. Vincent Isabella going to clear Sanderson. But Sanderson still has to deal with Wiley. Wiley going to fall in line behind Sanderson now. Sanderson and Wiley, both teammates. Wiley going to back it off a little bit now. It was a very aggressive move by that 4 car to take it 3 wide. It looks like he may have heated his tires up a little bit. Battle for the lead has calmed down for the moment. We're going to take a look back in the pack, back there in 6th. Seth LaCroix making his way through the pack. Up 12 positions from where he started, and he is going to work on that 83 of Dave Stinson now. Roy Clear and Stinson cracking the top 5 for the first time of the night for that 2019. Stinson not wanting to give it up that easy, though. Looks like Cody Sanderson getting a mirrorful of Jonathan Wiley yet again. Go back, take a look at Sean Merriman. Currently sitting in 4th, but Seth LaCroix is closing with that 18 car. Only a 3/10 of a second gap. LaCroix very fast here. Stanson LaCroix entering the chat room for Seth. That is Seth's brother there, sitting out this race. I think it is time for a creative castle. Crank it up. Back, a shakeup in the lead. Cody Sanderson tried to get underneath Vincent Isabella. Isabella still holding on to that lead. These three pulling away from the pack, a 3-second lead. Or a near 3-second lead over 4th place, which is now that 29 of Seth LaCroix. He has made his way past Sean Merriman and has his eyes set on the leaders. once again, LaCroix not in contention for the championship here. Just racing this league part-time, just for fun, but looking to play spoiler here for someone. And if this race were to end right now, this would be who was out of the playoffs. No, just trying to hold on to get to that championship four. Checking in with another playoff driver, Joseph Truskowski, out all by himself. Still a lap down. Looks like Jonathan Wiley looking to give Cody Sanderson a run for his money for that second place spot. Wiley taking a higher line, trying to work his way around Sanderson, but it's not going to work. Look at it, these last lap times. Seth LaCroix, almost 0.2 of a second faster than our race leader, Vincent Isabella. LaCroix, very quick, trying to make his way up to the front. Still a 2-second gap between him and the leader. Almost a 3-second gap between LaCroix and the leader. As green flag pit stops have started here. Leaders making their way down pit road. Vincent Isabella, Cody Sanderson, Seth LaCroix, Jonathan Wiley, Preston Shepard, Stephen Linger, Tanner Witt, Dave Stinson, Chris Jones, Aaron Yancey, all on pit road here. That was a move by Seth LaCroix to try and catch up to the leaders. He kept that pedal to the floor all the way down pit road and got right to the back bumper of Jonathan Wiley. That is going to close up some time. Corey already making his way off pit road. Vincent Isabella off pit road. About a 35-lap pit window for these guys. Joseph Benson saying they practice pit stops in veteran racing. And I tell you what, I do believe that practice has paid off for Seth LaCroix there. Still a sizable gap between him and Vincent Isabella, but he was able to get by Jonathan Wiley and Cody Sanderson with those pit stops. Those two are going to be our big losers on pit road. Dave Nall finally making it down pit road. Last car on the lead lap. Vincent Isabella looks to take the lead back here. So the gap's still between Isabella and LaCroix, about 2.8 seconds. LaCroix did not make up any time on Isabella. Sean Merriman made up some time on pit road as well. He is currently sitting in third, able to get by Jonathan Wiley and Cody Sanderson. Some big losers on pit road here. Aaron Yancey during that cycle of pit stops down 2 laps. Chris Jones down 2 laps. Thomas Adams falls 2 laps down. And Joseph Truskowski going to fall another lap down as well. Go back and look at the front of the field. These fresh tires, LaCroix making the most of them, closing that gap. Already closed it by a second with Vincent Isabella. LaCroix makes his way around the lap traffic of Bruce Lee Weaver. We are going to step aside for a quick commercial break.
From the track to the tech, Creative Castle keeps your code running as clean as your laps. We test real-world devices and digital platforms so your next release won't crash in turn 1. At Creative Castle, we elevate your software with expert quality assurance and cross-platform testing. Whether it's native apps or networked hardware, we deliver precision-tested performance at scale. Behind every smooth app and smart device is a quiet castle. Creative Castle. We're the quality wizards and test knights who battle bugs and break bad code before it breaks your product. Creative Castle. Quality at full throttle. Your quest for quality ends here.
All right, and we are back, still following along with that 29 of Seth LaCroix. While we were gone, closing that gap by 0.2 of a second, and continuing to close on Vincent Isabella. Looking further back in the pack, though. Yellow flag is out. Dave Stinson and Steven Linger involved. Stinson, a lot of damage to the front end of that 83 machine. Linger still stuck in the infield here. Bringing out our first caution of the night here on lap 47. Linger gonna have to get towed back to the pits. Dave Stinson able to get that car running again. But definitely gonna have to use a quick repair here. Go back, take a look, see what happened with these guys. Both trying to work their way around Aaron Yancey. Gonna take it 3 wide to get by the 98 of Aaron Yancey. Aaron Yancey just turns Dave Stinson. Up into Steven Linger. We're gonna have to look at that from a different angle, folks. Looks like Aaron Yancey just over-controlled that car getting into the 83. Not going to make any friends for that 98 machine, though. He's already definitely lost a friend in the 16 of Tanner Witt. Those two going back and forth in the last regular season race. Luckily, those two, Dave Stinson and Steven Linger, not championship drivers. So after some pit stops, Vincent Isabella and Seth LaCroix both pitted under caution. Jonathan Wiley entered pit lane. Sean Merriman and Cody Sanderson all opted to pit there. A shake-up up front. Brandon McGraw on the 00 is now your leader. It appears he is the only car who did not pit. Sean Merriman, though, winning the race off pit road. Merriman will get to restart second. Isabella will restart third. Seth LaCroix will restart fourth, and Dave Nall will round out your top 5 as we get ready to go back racing here, folks. I tell you what, no one is happier to see that caution come out than that 29 of Seth LaCroix. He is a very fast car here, but had to make up some ground on Vincent Isabella. He was reeling him in, but that caution just brought him a lot closer and gives him the opportunity to pull away here. We're watching that 29 closely on this restart, expecting him to jump out front early. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. Brandon McGraw taken off here. Seth LaCroix going to jump low early on. Getting in line behind Vincent Isabella, leaving Sean Merriman up on that high side all by himself. Vincent Isabella back to the lead. Seth LaCroix following suit. Brandon McGraw dropping back. There goes Seth LaCroix looking to make a move on Isabella. side by side. They make their way down the backstretch. LaCroix not able to get it done there. Brandon McGraw sliding up the racetrack. Preston Shepard now making his way into the top 3. LaCroix not going to get it done there. It looks like he contacted that outside wall a little bit going down the front stretch. He's going to lose a step there. Vincent Isabella now sliding up the track. That's going to open up the door for Seth LaCroix to go on by. LaCroix to the lead. Out to a half-second lead really quickly. As Isabella now gets a mireful of Preston Shepard. Just past a third of the way done. Everyone's starting to get spread out here. But I would like to point out at 42 of Joseph Truskowski, 2 laps down. Everyone else, every other lap car is at least 2 laps down. Truskowski is in position to be our lucky dog if another caution were to come out. Joseph Benson saying bye-bye as Seth LaCroix driving off with it. Vincent Isabella now got that car back on track. Going back to that 42 of Joseph Truskowski. Early race trouble for him. He started on the pole. Trouble on lap 3. He had to give up the lead. Head down pit road. Might have been a hardware issue for that 42 car. An issue with his steering wheel possibly. But in position to recover here. We're watching him. He wants to drive to the front and try and get a lap back the old-fashioned way. Joseph Benson bringing up a good point about the draft here. That draft does play a factor. At a 1.5 mile track, especially like one like Kentucky, you don't think about the draft as much as you would at like Talladega or Atlanta or Daytona, but that draft definitely playing a big part here. Is Vincent Isabella able to get back up to Seth LaCroix? And Isabella going back to the lead here. LaCroix not going to give it up that easy, though. And look who's trying to make his way back up to the front. That 5 of Cody Sanderson going to work on Preston Shepard. They've got it sorted out single file for now. You take a look further back in the pack. Terrell Wheeler making some moves. He is up 10 positions, now running 6th, right behind his buddy Jonathan Wiley. Jonathan Wiley trying to make his way back up to the front to link back up with Cody Sanderson, but there is a 3-second gap in between the top 4 and the rest of the pack. Sanderson now getting underneath Preston Shepard. And Sanderson back to the top 3. Preston Shepard just trying to hang on to the draft of those top 3 cars. Go back, look further back in the pack. Joseph Truskowski has now made his way by Sean Merriman. Some space in between himself and Chris Jones, trying to lock down that lucky dog position. Go back to the top 3. Seth LaCroix looking like he's ready to try and find a spot to take back the lead from Vincent Isabella. LaCroix now to the inside. He slides up. I think he made Isabella nervous there. It looked like Isabella checked up. LaCroix back to the lead. Preston Shepard now going underneath Cody Sanderson to take away 3rd. This lead pack continuing to open that gap over everyone else. A 5-second gap in between Seth LaCroix and Jonathan Wiley. Top 4 cars very dominant. He just put 70 laps in the books. Isabella getting back to that back bumper of the 29 of Seth LaCroix. We're seeing Thomas Adams in the 64 car making his way down pit road now. He will fall another lap down to leader Seth LaCroix. Looking back at the fourth place car of Cody Sanderson, he is falling back just a little bit. Got to be worried about losing the draft here. Five-tenths of a second between Sanderson and Shepard. If he loses any more ground, he will lose the draft, and that could open up the door for Jonathan Wiley to get back to Cody Sanderson. We see another car that has pitted. Brandon McGraw in the 00. He did not pit under that last caution. Now falling a lap down. That pit strategy not working out for him. As we have just passed halfway here, folks. Seth McCoy, your leader. Vincent Isabella in second. Preston Shepard running third. Cody Sanderson in fourth. Jonathan Wiley rounding out your top five. Looking back in the pack, the 15 of Alan Martin has now made his way by Terrell Wheeler. And Terrell Wheeler will drop back to 7th. Everyone's spread out now, though. We are going to step away for another quick commercial break.
Fed-ups, we don't care how it gets there, just that it eventually does. We use cutting-edge technology like guesswork, blind rage, and the occasional coin flip. Need help? Our customer service is standing by to put you on hold. Our drivers are trained professionals in rage quitting, road rage, and minor parkour. Have an issue? Hey, we delivered it, didn't we? At Fed Up, we're not happy until you're not happy. Special instructions? I ignored it specifically. Signature required? We'll scribble something. Fragile? Let's test that theory. Customer service? Try screaming into the void. Fed Up, we hate your package almost as much as you do.
FedUps is not responsible for damaged, late, lost, or completely incinerated packages. Batteries not included. Actually, nothing's included.
All right, we are back. Seth LaCroix still your leader. Vincent Isabella in second. Preston Shepard hanging on to third. Cody Sanderson just barely hanging on to their draft. It's Brandon McGraw trying to get a lap back here. McGraw on those fresher tires. LaCroix coming up on the lap traffic of Aaron Yancey. Currently looking at Joseph Kruskowski had to come down and pit. Bruce Lee Weaver and Tanner Witt also on pit road. These pit strategies starting to vary a little bit. Now we see Preston Shepard trying to get underneath Vincent Isabella to take second away. That's going to hold up that 00 of Brandon McGraw, who has those new tires. Shepard not able to get it done there. Cody Sanderson, though, he has dropped off hard here, losing almost 2 seconds over this lead pack. Oh, Preston Shepard moves Vincent Isabella there. Isabella able to save it, but Preston Shepard going to go to second now. Isabella drops back to third, and he's got a mirror full of the lap car, Brandon McGraw. Is McGraw now going to go by on the inside? Seth LaCroix going to head down pit road. Vincent Isabella following in suit. Isabella got to drag race him down pit road. And caution is out. Will Eister saying we're going to see a clean race with the 42 car in the back. I tell you what, that caution coming out at this point in time did not help that 42 car. We are not even sure what the caution was for. I do not have any indication on my screen here. Oh, it looks like Jonathan Wiley was the cause of the caution. Wiley's sideways here. It looks like just trouble getting on a pit road for the 4 car of Jonathan Wiley brings out our second caution of the night. And that is going to shake some things up. That caution coming out right in the middle of the pit cycle. Preston Shepard, our current leader, now heading down pit road. Preston Shepard, Alan Martin, Terrell Wheeler, Sean Merriman, Jonathan Wiley, and Dave Stinson all on pit road at the moment. That will put Vincent Isabella back out in front. Seth LaCroix will be second. Cody Sanderson will be third. Unfortunately, Joseph, I do believe that was an iRacing caution right there. Brandon McGraw was our lucky dog under this caution. He gets his lap back. With that shakeup now, Joseph Truskowski sitting 4 laps down, as well as Aaron Yancey. Not the night Truskowski was looking for. Once again, he is a champ or a playoff car, and the events here tonight may put a end to his championship hopes. Right, and the green flag is out. Vincent Isabella taking off back to the lead for that 79 car. Seth LaCroix in second, Preston Shepard back there in third. Seth LaCroix now to the inside of Vincent Isabella, trying to take back that lead. Isabella and Preston Shepard on that high side. Here comes Sean Merriman. We haven't talked about him much tonight, but he is looking to crack the top three for the first time tonight. Seth LaCroix going back to the lead. Sean Merriman, though, underneath Seth LaCroix. And look out, here comes that 42 of Joseph Truskowski. Trying to get another lap back. Truskowski 4 laps down. Sean Merriman running away with the lead there a little bit. He's going to have that 42 of Joseph Truskowski there to help him. Seth LaCroix now falling behind Preston Shepard as well. That is the 16 of Tanner Witt, a lap car underneath, I'm sorry, yes, underneath Seth LaCroix. Looks like Aaron Yancey having to head down pit lane early on in this green flag run. Trouble for the 98 car. But the 42 of Joseph Truskowski has just went by Sean Merriman to get his lap back. These two here pulling away from the rest of the pack. Almost a 2-second gap. Seth LaCroix battling with Preston Shepard for that second place position. That is the 21 of Dave Nall, also working to get a lap back, racing with the leaders. Dave Nall tapping the outside wall there. Seth LaCroix has taken over second place, but Sean Merriman and Joseph Truskowski continuing to open up that gap, not having to deal with any traffic around them. Further back in the pack, Seth LaCroix is still trying to make up time. Vincent Isabella, though, dropping back to 5th. Currently having to deal with the 4 of Jonathan Wiley. He was the cause of our last caution. Currently 1 lap down. Isabella falling off the pace now that he is back there in traffic. We go back to the front. The gap between the leader and the rest of the pack now 3.5 seconds. Continuing to climb. We have now put 100 laps in the book. We are down to just 48 to go, folks. And the way this one has gone, it has been a very clean race. Sean Merriman got to be very happy with where he is right now, not hoping that this race stays green the rest of the way. Currently looking at the 83 of Dave Stinson having a pit now. Go back up towards the front of the pack. Preston Shepard now challenging Seth LaCroix for that second place position. Seth also has to deal with Alan Martin in his rear view. Guys having to deal with lap traffic, and this lap traffic is more aggressive than the lead lap cars, all fighting for that lucky dog position if there is another caution. LaCroix way up the racetrack. Preston Shepard going to get by him. Now Alan Martin to the inside. Looks like they have finally gotten this sorted out. Seth LaCroix now dropping back to third. Preston Shepard pulling away here. But the gap between the rest of the pack and the leader, Sean Merriman, now out to 5.5 seconds. Seth and Preston going to need a caution to get back into this one. Checking in with Vincent Isabella. He has now dropped back to 6th. We're looking at Sean Merriman now in a group of lap cars. Still continuing to open up that gap, though. Take a look at everyone's pit strategy here. Most everyone pitted under that last caution in the top 8. Sean Merriman, this really paying off for him. So we're going to have about 10 more laps on this run before they have to pit again. And from there, they should be able to make it to the end on fuel. Tanner Witt now heading down in that 16 machine. Seth LaCroix trying to get back up Preston Shepard to get second place back. Not going to work. He's now got 3 lap cars in between him, and LaCroix is going to come down pit road. Very fast entrance to pit road for that 29 car. That 29 car rocking a new sponsor on the car, Rebel Racing. Down there on that right rear quarter panel. Love to see it, Seth. Sean Merriman going to put Seth LaCroix a lap down now. Vincent Isabella and Cody Sanderson making their way down pit road as well. We saw Vincent Isabella very quick on pit road early on in this race. He's going to need that to try and make up some ground here. Preston Shepard, though, still staying out. Sean Merriman also staying out here. With that pit stop, Seth LaCroix can make it from here, as well as Vincent Isabella. This might be their best hope to make up some time on the leader, Sean Merriman. Sean Merriman's still on those older tires, so they will have a chance to make up a little bit of lap time. Sean Merriman will still have to pit one more time. With his pit strategy, I would not count Seth LaCroix out of this just yet. Preston Shepard now going to make his way down pit road. Sean Merriman still out there running, though. Looking at the current lap times, Seth LaCroix, almost a second difference between him and Sean Merriman with their last lap time. So every lap Merriman stays out, this is an opportunity for Seth LaCroix to close that gap. Sean Merriman now going to head down pit road, looking for a good entrance here. Try and hold on to that draft. Or, I'm sorry, hold on to that gap. Jonathan Wiley, be your new leader as he comes around to pass Sean Merriman, who is on pit road. Wiley, though, still has to pit. Here comes Wiley down pit road. Sean Merriman now off pit road, but here comes Seth LaCroix down the front stretch. LaCroix was able to close that gap by 3 seconds. And his tires are already warmed up. Merriman getting back up to speed, but he has no drafting help. He might be able to catch the 42 of Joseph Truskowski to latch on to him. But LaCroix is looking to close that gap as we are getting ready to come down to 26 to go here. Looks like Sean Merriman has been able to latch onto that draft from Joseph Truskowski, opening up that gap just a little bit more. Vincent Isabella, the big winner on this pit cycle, back up into the top 3. Preston Shepard will drop back to 4th, and now he's got a mirror of lap cars behind him. We're down to 25 to go, folks. And what exactly are you referring to there, Joseph? Sean Merriman now opening up that gap to 4 seconds over Seth LaCroix. It was a good effort by the 29 machine, but unless we get a late race caution, Sean Merriman looking to run away with it. And Joseph, I don't know if, I think if I was in Sean's position, I would be doing the same thing. Trying to run away with this one. Sean Merriman is a playoff driver. Coming into this race tonight, he was on the outside looking in, but he can punch his ticket to Homestead with a win here tonight. Now down to 20 to go. We're going to step aside for one more quick commercial break. Come right back here for the exciting ending to this one.
It's race day on iRacing. The grid is set. Engines are rumbling. The chat is buzzing. The anticipation is building. But before the green flag waves, you need a moment that gets hearts racing. Hoorah Flyovers delivers cinematic, custom airplane flyovers for your iRacing or esports event, bringing real-world energy to your virtual track. Add a patriotic punch to your pre-race show, whether you're hosting a league championship, a memorial race, or just want to hype the crowd. Hoorah brings the thunder. Fully customizable, easy to book, stream ready, guaranteed to get your drivers and fans fired up. Because when the jets fly, everyone pays attention. Stand tall, fly loud, race proud. Hoorah! Visit Hoorah Flyovers on Discord or Facebook and bring the flyover experience to iRacing like never before.
All right, and we are back, folks. Sean Merriman still in control of this one with 18 to go. That gap between him and LaCroix still sitting at about 4 seconds. Just saying Wiley throwing his own caution, which wasn't called for. I have not received confirmation whether or not that was an iRacing caution or not. Looking back further in the pack, Vincent Isabella has now been passed by Preston Shepard. Preston Shepard making his way back to the top 3 here. Now down to 14 to go, and it looks like the race is really going to be for third between Preston Shepard and Vincent Isabella. Seth LaCroix and Sean Merriman have both opened up that gap between them and the rest of the field. But a late race caution could shake things up here. Is Isabella going to try and go back by Preston Shepard on the high side? Look back at the 42 car. We'll be on the outside looking in on the playoffs after this race. Vincent Isabella now approaching lap traffic. That may pose a problem for that 79 machine, as he still has a mere full of Preston Shepard right now. Isabella trying to find a way by Tanner Witt there. Thomas Adams also in the mix. Adams just going to drop to the low side, get out of everyone's way, not looking to mess up the race. These are both playoff drivers, Preston Shepard and Vincent Isabella. Preston Shepard now getting back to the inside of Vincent Isabella. They might have touched there. Preston Shepard backing off. Look back at the 18 of Sean Merriman still working together with Joseph Truskowski. We are down to 6 to go. Preston Shepard driving back up to Vincent Isabella again, battling for third. If I'm sitting in these guys' seats, I'm not trying to push the issue and pass just for third here. They will both transfer to the round of 4 in our championship race at Homestead. No need to press the issue for Preston Shepard, but he is hungry for that podium finish. I have to go now. Isabella up the track. Preston Shepard trying to get a run on the bottom. Not going to work there. Come down to 3 to go now. Battle is for third. Now 2 to go. Sean Merriman heading down the backstretch. He's just got to cross the line and he can lock this one up here, folks. Sean Merriman going to cross the line one last time. White flag is out. Sean Merriman in first. Seth LaCroix in second. Vincent Isabella in third. Preston Shepard in fourth. Isabella just trying to hold off Shepard there. Shepard did drop back. Just got to keep it clean to the end of the race. Sean Merriman coming to the line. Sean Merriman going to win here tonight in Kentucky. Seth LaCroix going to be second. Vincent Isabella in third. Preston Shepard in fourth. Alan Martin rounding out your top 5. Sean Merriman gonna back it up to the wall here. Trying to do a burnout and struggling. It's been a while since Sean Merriman's been up here. I think he forgot how to do it. There we go. Sean Merriman gonna burn it down. just after the finish of the race, I'm seeing Joseph Truskowski involved in an incident here. See what happened here. Got to be a lot of frustration with that 42 team. He qualified on the pole, an early race incident. Cost him this one. It looks like he just said, I'm going to tear up the car. Going back, looks like some extracurriculars with Preston Shepard and Vincent Isabella here. Some more drama here. Preston Shepard turning Vincent Isabella. We're going to have to ask about that in the interviews, and we are going to get on to our interviews here. And we will start the interviews with our third place finisher, Vincent Isabella, driver of the 79 car. Vincent, Austin up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, we just watched the replay of the cooldown lap and saw Preston Shepard turning you. What happened there, buddy?
It was an accident. We were laughing.
Okay. We were watching you guys race for third there for like the last 20 laps. I was wondering if he saw something he didn't like. But if it was just an accident, nothing to worry about there. I was looking for a little bit of drama. Congratulations on a third place finish, man. Take me through that battle with Preston Shepard.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was tight and in dirty air, and just trying to stay clean, being smart, trying to make it to this next round for the championship. So did what I had to do.
Yep, and it does look like both you and Preston Shepard are headed on to the round of 4. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, thank you. Anyone we're going to let you get on out of here. It was a pretty quiet race, but we'll let you get on out of here. But before we do, anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah, Bojo Designs, they're on the car now, and you for putting on a broadcast. Thanks.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
Have a good one.
You too. Once again, that was Vincent Isabella, driver of the 79. He comes home third tonight. They're going to move on to the championship 4. We're going to move on to Seth LaCroix, though, driver of the 29. Seth, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
I gotcha.
All right. Congratulations on a second place finish and being our hard charger of the night. Started dead last, up 16 positions to second. Take me through those, that last pit cycle. You gained 4 seconds on Sean Merriman, but weren't able to close the gap.
So, yeah. If you go back to that phantom caution that was thrown for whatever reason, it really changed the race. So it was like lap 50 roughly. We only get 3 sets of tires total. You start with 1, you get 2 extras, so 50 laps a set roughly. So caution comes out kind of perfectly. So we all took tires. Merriman did not. Of course, we didn't know that during the race. So he stayed out 1 more fuel cycle on his tires. So when he passed me at what is like lap, I don't know, like 90 or whatever it was, he was on a new set. We were on old tires at that point. I'm thinking, okay, in my head, I'm calculating the fuel mileage. He's gonna gap us. He's gonna gap the fuel because he's on new tires. We're on old. I needed to pit as early as possible to get my freshes on as early as possible so I can close that gap back up, not knowing that he had saved a whole set of tires. So as soon as he merged back on the track, he was 3.5 seconds ahead of me. And I'm like, okay, here it goes. That's plenty of time to run it down. And I never closed the gap because he had an extra set. So I did. He had a great strategy by just toughing it out. And that caution definitely helped him for sure. But it was great strategy on his part. I just unfortunate. I feel like just again so close and come up just short. But he also had a drafting partner at the end. I did not. So no matter how good a lap I can run, I'm not going to compete with someone drafting. So that was tough. But it was a great race. Great strategy by Sean. Congrats on him. It was clean up front. It was fun up front. It was good battling. Just dang, man. I felt like I was the car to beat. And again, I fall short. But it was a lot of fun. I was glad I could make this one.
All right, yeah, we were glad to see you here, and you were definitely a car to beat tonight. But you're going to get one more chance here at Kentucky in the Cup cars. Are you looking forward to that, buddy?
Oh yeah, I that's why I want to do this race. I mean, cars are very different. Track's the same, but I'm hoping and some of it'll transfer over. So, got Richmond next week and then Kentucky the week after. So, assuming I'm in the final four, should be good. So, I appreciate it.
All right,
And
thank you.
How'd you like my sponsor?
I did like your sponsor. Were you watching the broadcast? Did you catch that?
No, I didn't. I was hoping you saw it, but I was gonna make a bigger one, but my next one will be that one. But my last paint scheme offended people, so we had a nice PG one. So anyway.
Well, I did like seeing the Rebel Racing Network on your car. We appreciate that, buddy. Anyone you want to shout out though before we let you get on out of here?
Just veteran racing. Freaking, we were been practicing quite a bit, and for the playoffs and stuff. Between me and Josh, it's gonna be really tight. And just my family for watching, and you're broadcasting the league. It was good racing up front. It was very, very, very clean, and we had a lot of laps up front, side by side, exchanging positions, and it was incredibly clean. So that's all you can ask for. So great win to Sean, well deserved, and yep, that's it. Appreciate it.
All right, we appreciate it, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.
Once again, that was Seth LaCroix, driver of the 29 car, coming home second tonight. But tonight's big winner, Sean Merriman, driver of the 18 machine. Sean, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you, Austin.
All right, congratulations, buddy. I feel like it's been forever since we talked.
Yeah, 0 podiums except for that one other win. It's been a little frustrating. I know I could have, should have done better, had more, but if we only talk when I win, then I guess that's all right too.
That's all right. Honestly, it kind of looked like you forgot how to do a burnout there at first.
I'm trying to. Everybody does burnout forwards. I want to do them backwards. So I parked it against the wall and just put it in reverse and put the pedal to the floor.
All right. Well, A for effort, I guess. But the big thing is you won, and coming into this race, it looked like you were going to be on the outside looking in of the championship 4. And even halfway through, we were kind of counting you out. We had 4 drivers in the championship contention, all running 1, 2, 3, 4. But you come out of nowhere to win it. And from what I've been told, it was based on tire strategy. Take me through that tire strategy, buddy.
Yeah, so we get 2 new sets of tires for the race. And I don't know, I figured everybody pitted there around that 47, 48. I was like, a little bit early. If everybody else is taking them, let me see if I can save my 2 sets for my last 2 fuel stops. And then just got lucky where middle of that pit cycle, before I had to pit, got another caution, so I was able to put tires on then when not really anybody else could, and went green from there, and I just took off.
Yep. Well, it definitely paid off, buddy. Congratulations again. And real quick, before we let you get on out of here, can you go ahead and give me your best Jeff Gordon impression? We're going to Homestead.
We're going to Homestead. I mean, I don't have that in my head of what it sounded like, but I mean, Homestead, I've never ran ARCA car at Homestead, but I feel like that's a pretty decent track for me now that once I figured out how to run it. So I'm looking forward to at least having a shot for the championship. I don't know what my deficit's gonna be, but all I can do is go out and try to steal another win and give myself a chance, make everybody else beat me, put it that way. All
right. Sounds like a good strategy. Coming Got to go and get some practice. Before we let you go, though, anyone you want to shout out, buddy?
Rel, Jonathan, Cody for running this league. It's a league's a blast. I love the strategy aspect. I'm solid, but I'm not naturally, Vincent and Seth fast. But you throw strategy in there, it gives people like me a shot. So blast of a league to run in. Thank those guys. Thank you for broadcasting every week. A wife for letting me get on and play a video game a couple nights a week and a couple leagues I run. Family and friends watching, and yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Have a good night.
You too. We'll see you next week.
I can see you next week. Once again, that is Sean Merriman taking home the win tonight. And it looks like your final four is going to be Vincent Isabella, Sean Merriman, Preston Shepard. And I do believe it will be Cody Sanderson will be your last car to make it into the championship four. We're going to go ahead and run through our official results here tonight. Taking home the win, we had Sean Merriman. Seth LaCroix finishes second. Vincent Isabella in third. Preston Shepard comes home fourth. Alan Martin finishes fifth. Cody Sanderson in sixth. Terrell Wheeler will finish seventh. Tanner Witt in eighth. Jonathan Wiley finishes ninth. Dave Nall, finishes 10th. Brandon McGraw finishes 11th. And 12th, we had Stephen Linger. Dave Stinson comes home 13th. Joseph Truskowski finishes 14th. Chris Jones in 15th. Thomas Adams comes home 16th. 17th was Aaron Yancey. And rounding out your field in 18th was Bruce Lee Weaver. I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. We are coming back live next Sunday night with the NORA Cup Series from Richmond for 150 laps for their round of 8. And then next Monday night, we will be back here live for the championship race at Homestead for 100 laps. And then stay tuned because September 17th, the Third Coast Racing Series will be joining the Rebel Racing Network with their inaugural season. Once again, that series will run on Wednesday nights. If you were interested in running that series, make sure you reach out to Dakota Dennis or Marcus Castle for that. They will be picking up just as the both NORA series ends. And we are looking forward to broadcasting them. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in, and a really big thank you for everyone that went and followed us on Facebook. This was our first race we were able to bring live to Facebook since we've reached those 100 followers. A big thank you from me to you guys. Until next week, everyone have a good night, and we will see you next Sunday night.